When the war had first broken out, the Fat Director scaled back the amount of express runs and put Gordon in charge of some new goods trains. He called these runs express goods, fast-moving freight trains that carried badly needed material across the island. Gordon had not complained much since he understood that this was what was needed in a time of peril. However, by 1942, Gordon found himself increasingly frustrated by the continued express goods. It had been years since the outbreak of the war, and he was still in charge of them.
Alright, Gordon, ready for another express goods run?
Great, another goods run.
And what's wrong with that?
I know it's essential work, but it gets tiring after a while.
You never know, maybe something interesting will happen on this run.
The guard blew his whistle. I doubt it. Neil chuckled knowingly as Gordon crawled away. Gordon was flying down the main line with the long line of wagons trailing behind him. He blew through the tunnel south of Thomas's Junction and whistled at Glenn with the Fat Director. Soon, he was almost at the junction to the electric railway, but on the platform stood a man waving a red flag. Gordon came to a complete stop.
What's the matter, sir? Neville has broken down on the other side of the tunnel. We need your help to push him out. What's he hauling? A slow goods train.
Gordon didn't think.
Of course we'll help. Up on board, we'll give you a lift.
So Gordon, the big, once blue express engine set off to rescue Neville. He was excited for the change of pace and the real strength test. Neville's train was very long. It stretched over a small junction. Gordon thought it was a miracle Neville hadn't broken down earlier. Gordon buffered up behind and pushed hard. It was difficult work, but Gordon got it done. People on the platforms watched in shock as the long cavalcade streamed through the stations. The engine from the other railway waited anxiously at the yard at the end of the line for Neville. He was gobsmacked to see the sight that was coming towards him. After dropping off all the wagons, Gordon pushed Neville into his siding.
Thanks for rescuing me back there, big fella.
All in a day's work.
I mean, you really didn't have to.
No one would have blamed you if you'd passed me by.
On this island, we always help a fellow engine, even if it's a little tank engine.
Yes, I heard about your rescuing Colin a while back. Very grand of you indeed. Neville blushed. He had only been on the island for about 2 years and had hardly interacted with Gordon, but he could tell that he wasn't the type of engine to dish out compliments a lot. He was very honored by Gordon's kind words. Gordon soon brought Neville to the works to get checked out and then made his way home. When he got back, he looked over at Neil.
You're rash, Neil. You never know what the day will bring.
Neil smiled at the express engine as he happily drifted off to sleep.